Good morning. Ooh, how I love this comic book mode. I don't have to do no kind of makeup. I can actually just talk to you guys right after a workout and be cool. And I love the way it looks. I love the filter. So, hey, good morning. I just wanted to see, have you guys ever heard that saying, where focus goes, energy flows? It's something that I actually heard on Anthony Robbins. But basically what it's saying is what you focus on is what you're going to bring in your life, and you're going to bring that into your personal space. If you're focused on all of the things you're thankful for, if you're focused on being in a state of gratitude, being in appreciation, constantly focusing on how you're blessed or what great things you have going on for yourself, you are going to attract more of those things. If you're focused on the bad news that you got from the doctor, if you're focused on the lack of relationship with your spouse, with your kids, with your parents, if you're focused on all the negative BS that you deal with in your life, unfortunately, you're going to attract more of those things. Now, I can't speak for every single person. I can only speak for myself. I can only talk from my personal experiences, but I will tell you that when I change my focus, when I change what I focus on, my energy changes. I have a lot of things that could probably put me into a clinical depression or even just make me look at life and like, why am I even attempting this? But I choose to take a note out of my kids' book because it's been so long since I've been their age, since I've been 7 or 11 years old. And no matter how many times I tell them no, they ask and they are hopeful. They ask with a smile. They are hopeful that this time mom is going to say yes, dad is going to say yes this time. No matter what our pocketbook looks like, our finances look like, my kids think we can go and do things like just jump on a plane and go to Rome. Or my daughter wanted a horse for her birthday, so she just felt like we could just buy a horse. You know, it wasn't, they don't care about what the reality says. They don't care about, what we have access to or what we don't have access to. All they know is that if I really, really, really want it, and if I work towards it, and if I always am asking my mom, if I'm always asking my dad, if I'm doing what they say that I need to do, I know they're going to do something great for me. And we do. We do. We haven't bought that ticket to Rome yet, and we haven't bought her that horse, but we strive to do that. We strive to help our kids' dreams come true. Maybe we couldn't buy her a real horse, but we got her a horse. We got her some things, or we took her horseback riding, or we did something that met that desire that she had. And same thing with my son. My son, he wants to travel. He wanted to, he wants to go to Philly. He wants to go around the world. He wants to meet young boxers around the world. Now, we're small business owners, and any of you guys that know that, the struggle could be real, especially if you have people that either they don't necessarily know how to value you, or, there's just so many components to that. And my son, he talks about it like, man, mom, dad, you guys are heroes. We can get this done, and so he focuses on that. He doesn't focus on us telling him, no, not this time, son. No, not this time, son. No, not this time, son. My son has been wanting to go to Philadelphia for the last 2 years to meet some amateur boxers that really influence him. A couple weeks ago, we were able to go forward and do that. And it was a wonderful experience. And it might have taken 2 years to do that, but he never stopped asking. He never stopped trusting the fact that if I ask and if I do this, I know my parents love me so much, they're going to make it happen. And we might have had to do some work, and we might have had to make it a workcation, but it happened for him. It happens for my daughter. And so I want to take a page out of their book and remind myself that where focus goes, energy flows. And everything that I want in this life, everything I want for my children, everything that I want to inspire in other people, as long as I'm focused on getting that and not focused on who doesn't do what or what I don't have at the moment. I know that I know that there will be a way made for me to do every single thing that I want to do. And the fun stuff, not just the work, not just the, not just the coaching, not just the speaking, not just helping build people up, but everything, even the things that I couldn't think of in my wildest dreams. So I want to encourage you that if you find yourself consumed in your reality, and your reality is not all that appealing, it's not all that great and glamorous, it's not everything you want it to be, get consumed into listening to people that inspire and that speak strategy to help you keep your mindset strong. Associate yourself with constructive speaking, constructive advice, people that inspire you to go beyond your boundary, to dream big, to do the things that you want to do, and how you want to do it. So I just want to encourage you today. This is a reminder for me. I make these videos because at some point in my life, I do want to speak. I do want to inspire on a very large scale. But what I have found that while I love to meet people, I love to network, I love to travel, I love to share my story, because one thing that I realize, you guys, I'm not all that special. I am not the only person with a troubled childhood. I'm not the only person that's been divorced. I'm not the only person that sometimes has a not so good relationship with their parents. I'm not the only person that feels sometimes set aside, or I'm not the only person with my challenges and with my struggles. So my life is not all that special. However, I think it's great when I am at a place where I can really be honest about where I'm at and where I've been. And I can share how to get over some of those humps that kept me stagnant for years. I mean, years, maybe even decades. And so surround yourself and listen to the things that give you the energy you need to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. It's the same thing I tell my clients when it comes to, when they come to see me, their goal is to lose weight. When I see them, my goal is to help shift a mindset. Because if I could shift a mindset, that failure that they receive and that they experience in dieting, they won't experience that failure because the mindset has been changed. The mindset has been trained and it has been strengthened. And while it doesn't get fixed in 30 days, they have a system and they have a strategy to continue to work and to strengthen their mindset. So everything that they touch literally turns to gold, not because they're a superhero, but because their mindset is different. So I just want to encourage you, again, listen to the things that inspire you. Find some people that you love to listen to, that make you laugh, that are right along the line of what you want to do, that remind you of your power, that remind you of your inner strength, and that remind you that you are an original piece. There's no one like you. And while we may all experience the same kind of challenges, the same kind of setbacks, we are still different. And we can still listen to and be inspired by other people's stories. We can actually take some of their strategy and apply it to our own life, and it will work in the same magical, divine way. So, where focus goes, energy flows. Do not forget that. Where focus goes, energy flows. And when you find yourself in a place where the only thing you can focus on is what's not right, or who doesn't love you, or who's not there for you, pull out your journal, pull out your iPhone, whatever, and start listing the things you are grateful for. Everything you're grateful for. And watch your energy shift. Have a great day.